Man, I am exhausted. I haven't slept in like 3 days.
Let's knock this out quick.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Anyway, so welcome to the threesome, y'all. Podcast where the three of us try to talk about at least 3 topics each week. If you're back for more of what we do, we thank you for putting up with us once again. And if this is your first time finding us, we are glad you're here. And as always, we apologize in advance. Now, just a warning. We are recording this later than we normally do because the three of us apparently have lives. Who knew?
Not I.
Yeah, so we could not get it together. So this is actually being recorded the night before it's going to be posted. So our editor,
Fuck my sleep.
Our editor, bless him, probably is not going to be putting in too much work. So go easy on us this week. We'll just talk about him behind his back later. Anyway, the three of us...
That wasn't going to happen regardless.
No, normally we talk about you to your face. But anyway, the three of us, in case you don't know, are our point person and optimistic realist. We call her Star.
Governmental men, get your hands out my uterus.
Oh, they're never going to do that. Girl.
Are we kink shaming?
What's so funny is how they're reacting to the backlash. Or, first of all, how they reacted to the leak, and then how they're reacting to the backlash. Because, you know, they ought to be able to put out their opinion when they choose, and not when someone else decides they should do it. Ironic, huh? Anyway, our man in the middle and our voice of reason... We call him Magic.
I just followed your girl because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life.
You presume a lot.
Tend to be accurate.
I don't know about that. And bringing up the rear, as always, I identify as the pragmatic contrarian of our little group, and they call me Storm. And again, it's been a rough past, 7 days for me, so try not to judge people. I was going to ask if we had any RIPs this week, but let's not. Because, first of all,
the self-esteem of the dude that got beat up behind the Dave Chappelle attack.
Oh my!
R.I.P. to your plan, whatever the fuck that was.
You know, people are crazy. People are just insane, and they're getting like more insane by the fucking day. Star, I don't know if you saw that video of that lady in, where was it, Van Buren Township, where she was at the gas station, got mad at that lady, and just started crashing her car into just everybody.
What?
Yeah.
I missed that.
Now,
Jim.
I'm going to state this for the record. Oh, also, there was a baby in the back seat, so, you know,
that's great.
Yeah.
Making them accomplice early.
But I'll just state for the record that at no point am I ever going to get so mad at you
that I'm about to
anything that you
my
do
car.
That I'm gonna fuck up my own ride behind trying to fuck up yours.
Not the ride.
Nah.
Nice to know.
Now, don't get me wrong. There may be other things I do to you, but I ain't about to fuck up my ride behind it. You know. And then when she was done with all that, and not only did she run into the lady's car, she almost ran over a couple of people. She ran into a lady that didn't have nothing to do with it.
Oh, she
She
was just in a full-blown meltdown.
and this was at a gas station, so she could have easily have hit a gas pump and and taken everybody out. You know, like
Gas prices can make a motherfucker have a meltdown right about now.
you want to know what it was over, according to reports, because of course I wasn't there. They were doing a clothing exchange, and she got mad at the lady. I don't know what that was about.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah,
A
what
clothing
is?
exchange. They were exchanging clothing. I don't know if it was like a transaction, like Facebook Marketplace or something, but there ain't no clothing worth all that.
Lord have mercy.
I'll send you the
Okay.
video. It's very. I'm just like, oh, okay. So we're insane, is what you're saying.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
That torrid shirt wasn't gonna change your life.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I think it might have been baby. I don't know. I can't really tell you. And the only reason I think it might have been baby clothes is because the girl whose baby it was, her passenger, who almost got run over in the rage, um, had gone to get into the other girl's car, and then when they got out, that's when all hell
Are
broke
just
loose. But
nuts.
Is this why I don't like
anyway,
crime?
no,
Damn
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
Don't you be
no.
disappointed
Uh,
when it's us? Like,
Um,
Yeah.
I mean, she did manage to run into. What she did do is manage to run into a white woman's car SUV and tear that up. And then when the police came, because the police, they came right away. Somebody called them. They came right away. So, and they were about to take both of them to jail until the white woman came out and say, it was her. And
Of course.
I, I told my kid, I was like, oh, see, this is where she messed up because I said, now she's going directly to jail because when the white woman came out and said, nah, it was her, they're not even gonna bother taking the other girl, and they didn't
right.
because they were about to take them both,
On the
you know.
word of her.
Yes, yes. And I'm like, what you don't do is involve no white folks because, but anyway, I digress.
Mm, at least she did a good deed.
Well, I think she was just pissed off because the lady had tore up her ride, which I would have been pissed off too.
Mhm.
Although she was really nice because when she came out that gas station, she was just yelling. I would have came out that gas station swinging because old girl jumped out the car with I don't know something, and she was beating the other
Swinging,
car with.
busting.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I would have put that chick in a chokehold. How dare you? Don't mess with my money.
Yeah. Folks is nuts.
Yeah,
They're nuts.
yeah, as hell. Okay, so Magic, we'll let you go first this week.
Woo! Trying to get the men's rights together.
Well, I mean, you're off to a great start,
Thank
with
you.
the current makeup of the Supreme Court. But go ahead.
That had nothing to do with black people. Anyway,
You said men's rights. You didn't say nothing about black men's rights. But go ahead.
yeah, clearly we don't count. Fucking 3/5 asses.
I'm sorry, but you're still ahead of anybody with a uterus. But
I
go
wouldn't
ahead.
say all that.
I would. I'm
So,
sorry. I'm sorry. Anybody poor with a uterus?
yeah, that's different.
That's yeah.
Which, alright, fuck it, since we already there. I think one. it was it was an idea that was passed out. No law has actually been passed yet. I don't have much faith in the United States of America with 3Ks, but I think they're pretty consistent on we're going to keep abortion legal. And even if they don't, it's not going to take very long of poor people and brown people, whether African descent or Latin, to keep expanding before they go, you know what? We need to bring abortion back.
Well, you know what? That's one thing I don't like. I can't understand with them because the Venn diagram between the pro-life conservatives and anti other conservative wing is pretty large where it intersects, right? I would imagine.
Yeah.
On one hand, they are so bothered by the fact that they may not be the majority real soon that they go into this panic and tizzy and want to do all this stuff. But then on the other hand, they
You
want to
think
force us
keeping
to
Latin
have
people from getting abortions is going to increase
they want to
y'all's
force
rate
us
of
to have
existence?
right. They want to force us to have children, and I'm like, so you want to accelerate the process? Like, I don't understand. But also, I think a lot of it, and call it the pessimist in me, but I think that right now, because the workforce has been like, fuck y'all, we're not doing this. And because young people are not having children that employers can basically exploit, they're like, oh, we'll just make some of y'all have some children
Mm.
because they think that that's going to work. But okay.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Yeah. They're only pro life until they get here. And then it's,
Mhm.
every child
Fucking
for
kids.
themselves. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No handouts. Fuck y'all. If y'all can't
Hustling
eat.
backwards.
Right. If y'all can't eat, you need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Even if you can't
That
afford
we
boots.
right.
Or rob
That we took back.
rob
Right.
somebody.
Right. Yeah. And that's probably what's going to end up happening, you know.
Surprise, surprise. Who knew? Oh,
Not not to
everybody.
mention not to mention me being a true crime buff. When a lot of women, particularly white women, start coming up dead because statistics show that the most dangerous time for you to leave your abusive other is when you're pregnant. But never mind. On to something else.
Facts are facts, people. In more lighthearted news,
Yeah.
the official king of the light skinned folks that I didn't vote for, but hey, he got the job. What can I do? One each, Aubrey Drake Graham was getting harassed on the internet by a dude with completely corny jokes I don't care to repeat. To which
Okay.
he posted about the dude, I just followed your girl because she's probably miserable and needs some excitement in her life. To which he actually did, and then he DM'd the chick. And the husband is now on the internet like, wow, I can't believe he did that. But I'm such a Drake fan. And he's sitting in the video with her beside him going, yeah, we should all meet. At which point would you start fighting? Because I don't want
Um,
to sound like the male chauvinist before I get into this.
People are idiots.
I was gonna say
One,
I
Drake is
wouldn't.
fucking hilarious, but yes, people are
Right.
Yeah,
idiots.
I wouldn't because I wouldn't get into it. I don't think it's cute to get into it with celebrities for clout. You know what I mean? Like that's just not cute to me. So I wouldn't do it.
But if Holly Berry
Right.
hates your post and she decides to DM your man, you cool. And
Yeah.
he's on a
I'd be
video
like,
sitting beside you, like, yeah, we need to all meet and hang out.
listen, I'd be like, tell Rodney I said, what's up? You know, like, hey, we can hang out. I ain't got no ill will. Like, well, I'm going to sit there and try to
Star,
clown her.
What?
you cool with all of this? If it was
Um,
you,
like, if some chick came in my dudes, first of all, well,
regular chicks is gonna do it anyway. If it's a famous chick that's mad at you,
I mean, look, if you think you can actually get with that person and get something out of that, hey, more power to you. And
Right.
more power to you. I don't even, yeah, no. Especially if you gonna get to do something that's gonna bring us both up. Hey, what's shit? Let's go.
Yeah, I'm not. Again, like I'm not going to get into it with anybody on the level to where they're just going to be like, "Oh, well, you know what? I'm a DM your man," and if they do, I'll be like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, at the end of the day, that is some pretty funny shit.
Yeah, it's hilarious,
Uh oh.
I, and I would probably laugh.
There
mm-mm.
you go. That is some pretty funny shit. Like I shouldn't have been being an asshole.
Yeah.
Like you got me, you got me.
I'm really trying to think of whom on earth that I would just be like, yeah, you got me, but I'm still a fan. Nobody's
Well,
coming to mind.
here's what I don't understand: if you're such a fan, why are you trying to be
Harassing
like, you know what
them.
I mean? Like, yeah, why are you harassing them?
Attention
Like, it's
is
just
a hell of a drug.
yeah. Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be me because I just clout chasing on that level is just not anything that I'm interested in.
I'm chasing that
Yes, but
hard.
we all know negativity will get you much more attention than, hey, I really like your music. It's good. You're cool.
I wouldn't even do that, honestly. Like, I mean, those folks always make me laugh too, but
I don't think I've ever done it on the internet. In person, there's a couple people like, yo, you a hell nigga, son. I like your style, but that's about as far as it's going.
absolutely, like in person.
But I'm
But
not gonna heckle nobody. Like the hell?
Nah, that shit corny.
yeah, exactly.
I've told a few artists, like, yeah, like the work, whatever. But no. But again, you come in my dude's inbox and like you actually call yourself gonna meet up with them for real. I'd be like, go lay that thing the fuck down and bring us both up. What?
Right.
I mean, that sounds horrible, but it's whatever.
Nah. I mean, what's the saying? If you
Like,
could take him, he was never mine. So
right, take your
yeah,
look,
whatever.
take your Geritol and eat your Wheaties. Go hook it up.
It's the whole taking and giving back.
Oh well,
Listen,
nah.
the way I figure it is that there's a lot of guys out there doing a whole bunch of shit that you don't know about, won't ever fucking know about, and if this is the case, that's not gonna do anything to bring you either you or himself up. You get in a situation like that, hey, I'm be like,
Right.
oh, well, she don't even know what I look like. I'm like, go ahead and hook up with her and get them backstagers and give me a photo pass. Like, what's up?
Right. Or something.
But
I
maybe
don't
I'm
know.
too business minded. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah, I just don't care. I mean, I can't see any man that's worth me stressing that hard about that.
Because people gonna do what they want to do anyway.
Absolutely.
Which is my whole reason for saying that. Like, if you're gonna be that person, at least let me benefit out of it. Sure.
Yeah.
Hey,
Magic.
that's a lot of extra shit. What are you doing in the background?
I'm so sorry. Who wrote all of that?
Sounds like paperwork.
It is. I'm
What the hell
sorry.
is going on? Um, um, mm, I would say I'm very lenient with fucking with other people, but I think on that level, it had to be somebody different than Drake. I fly to Canada and whoop his ass. But my biggest thing was there's no way I'm gonna be sitting in a video with my wife talking about, dude, you talked to me, it was all jokes. I'm still your biggest fan, and she's sitting there like, we need to come meet. You know what? Fuck you and him.
Right.
I don't know. I'm not that cool, but
Stupid.
Well, first of all, there are very few celebrities that if I was with somebody, I would even do that. And each and every
Do
one of
what?
them, you would know about it up front.
Do
Like if
do
I was
what?
with somebody, I'd be like, "Oh, we need to meet." You know what I mean? But you would know about it up front, like because I have a list. Like these are the ones.
And
Everybody
most of the ones
else,
on my list have died. I have one. I have one more on my list, and that's it.
wow, who was on your list?
I remember Will Smith was one of them.
And he's the last one.
Well, who was on your list that's gone?
Not
Prince.
Big Pun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Prince.
Yeah. Prince, I'd be like, all right. Ha! Would have been a goofball for just for the experience of things. Um, there's somebody else, but I can't recall them right now.
Hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, there is one more. Jeff Goldblum.
You on your own
Okay.
with that, sis.
You said what?
You are on your own with that one.
I
He got a
mean,
sexy thing going on. I don't know what you talking about.
No, my homegirl
okay.
Kim does have a crush on Steve Buscemi, which, yeah.
Who is
I don't
that?
even know who that is.
Yeah, who is it?
Actor,
I'll
Yeah.
take your word for it, but what
Yeah.
was he in?
a lot of shitty comedies, couple
Mm.
gangster movies.
I need to
Google
look
them.
him up.
I was going to say, now I got to look him up since you're not telling me anything.
A lot of them
Joe
Adam
Buscemi.
Sandler
Oh, never
joints.
mind. I got it.
Yeah, he's
Adam
famous.
Sandler did that
Oh,
back in the day just because I think that shit would have been fun as hell.
oh, good
Who?
Lord.
Adam Sandler.
Damn.
And
He
what's the
looks
other
like,
one? And,
he
and
look,
Jim Carrey.
you know who he
I
looks
think that'd
like?
have been fun as hell.
Jim is probably an adventure,
Yeah, I
He
think
looks
he.
like,
albeit creepy. Earth girls are easy.
who's the dude that Kim Kardashian is with? That funny looking dude.
Kanye?
Oh, she ain't with him
No.
no more.
Oh, Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he looks like he could be his daddy.
Ah,
I
no.
don't see that, but okay.
There is one more. There is one more that's alive. I'm sorry. Old dude off of Queen Sugar. The dude they always got crying. They make me mad. He always crying in the show.
Oh, dark skinned dude?
Yes. Whew, man.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I'm
What's his name?
lost.
Kofi?
Who? Yes.
Yeah,
Him.
Cerebro.
Yep. Him.
Yeah, yeah, he is fine. Like his skin, ooh,
Is beautiful.
beautiful. But he a little young thing.
That's all right. He over 21.
Lord.
Let's get it.
Uh, yeah, mine are not. Again, not a mystery. Um,
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
that's one.
Guns.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
couldn't. He's too between daddy and granddaddy like me to me. Like I can't.
Ah,
Who the
oh
grass
my
Tyson
goodness.
is it? Oh, man.
Even though his intelligence is sexy as hell, but
Who are we talking about?
Neil.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah,
he's too
yeah.
between
That's what.
daddy and granddaddy. I
Nah,
couldn't.
shoot. I close my eyes and listen to him talk. My God. Tell me
I
about
can
the
listen to him
stars,
talk.
baby.
I don't want him touching me.
Ugh, I'm sorry. That man.
Nope.
Um, Another one who, you probably think is, you know, between daddy and granddaddy, but I like his mind, is and this a light skinned dude. Oh,
We
what's his
back,
name? The
bitches.
author.
Who?
The author. What is his name? I can picture his face. I can't think of his name.
Like the author? Which one?
He's an author. Yeah. From Detroit, by the way. Um, Professor. I'll think of his name in a minute. I just can't think of it
Ogilvy?
right now. Huh?
Said
Who?
Ogilvy?
No. No. um, uh, he's on everybody's talk show all the time. He just had a book come out that I need to go get. What is his name? I can't think of his name right
Mm.
now.
It'll come to you later.
It'll come to me. Yeah. And then we all know, I don't care who I'm with in the world.
Oh,
Okay. In
Lonzo
the world,
Mourning.
I could be with Jesus himself. And if Alonzo Morning calls, sorry,
I
bro.
used to feel that way about Rick Mahorn.
Oh
Wiggity
my God.
wow.
You know what? You know what is really weird? There are two. Well, yes, but you think of Rick Mahorn as being a certain way. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But every time I've met him, he has been the nicest, most
Yeah,
pleasant
I never thought he
individual.
would be any other kind of way. He is cool as shit.
Well, he was kind of an asshole on the court. So,
That was the
That's on the
era
court.
too.
well, no, I get that, but I'm just saying, like meeting him was like, who else is cool as hell? Speaking of, professional Detroit athletes,
Isaiah Thomas.
Robert. No,
Robert
oh no,
Porsche.
I couldn't stand him. Robert
Isaiah,
Porsche.
yeah, Isaiah Thomas is nice. He's a nice guy. What's wrong with you?
Well, okay.
Um, he's got a few
First of
charges.
all, I was gonna say, first of all, the first time, and I was not surprised when people started accusing him of things because the
Really?
first. Oh, I was not surprised. Well, you have to understand. The first time I met Isaiah Thomas, I was like, I want to say 17 or 18. I was a freshman in college, and we went to a club in Detroit, and I want to say, what was the name of that club? Van Dyke's? No, I don't
Mm.
remember what club we went to. We went to club, and they were trying to get us to come into the VIP area, but we would have had to leave like half the people we were with to go into the VIP area. And I asked, because I'm not about to leave people. And I said, oh, can so and so come along? And I can't remember what he said, but it was so nasty and obnoxious
Mm.
and sex. I mean, I was just completely like, ugh.
No, you know
and
who ugh. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go
being
ahead.
that being my first impression of somebody, you know what I mean? It's hard to shake
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So yeah.
I've met him several times over the years, and he was always very nice. So I'm sorry you had that experience. Who was the asshole to me was John Sally. Oh, I never forget.
Huh?
Club, club in Detroit,
Hmm.
Club Taboo. Um, there was a television show called, or it was on BET Video Soul. They were doing a live.
I like how you said that like we didn't know what video soul was.
No, because I had to think of it. I had to think of it. I couldn't think of the
Okay.
name. But they were doing a live remote from Club
Oh, I'm
Taboo.
sorry. While I'm thinking of it, because I will lose it again, Michael Eric Dyson is who I was talking about. But go ahead.
Michael Eric Dyson. Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go back to him. So, yeah, so I'm down there at the club, whatever, and I've never really been that like celebrity flocker like type person or whatever. But the dude I was with, he wanted to meet John Sally. So I'm like with him, and he took a picture or something like that with him. And so I'm like standing right behind him, and John Sally goes, "Hi, how are you?" And I was like, "I'm fine." Um, but the one thing I'll say is this, and maybe this is the reason why he got put off. So I wasn't interested in taking any pictures, but I did say to him, um, I said, "You and I have a person in common." And he said, "Oh, really? Who is that?" I was like, "Gregory Geist." I was like, "How is he?" And he was like, "He's fine." And he just kind of had this whole little shitty thing about it. Like I was more interested in how Mr. Geist was doing than meeting him. I didn't give a shit about meeting John Sally. Gregory Geist was my African American studies and middle school teacher, and he was like a little hero to me. I hadn't seen him since middle school, and I just wanted to know how the dude was doing. But you mad because I don't want your autograph in your picture? Fuck you. But that's that story. Michael Eric Dyson. Yeah. Didn't think about him. I don't know. But he don't, I don't know. He don't seem like he would be any fun in the bed though. Like, yeah, I don't know.
That's funny. I hadn't really thought about it because, like, I'm just like,
Well, we were talking about people that could get it.
yeah, I'm like, talk to me.
Yeah, I
just
sit up and
talk
listen
to
to him
me.
talk all day. Yep, for sure.
like that man opens his mouth, he is sexy as hell to me.
And
And
you know who
fellas,
else?
this is how the friend zone happens.
But you know who else is sexy as hell to me when they talk? Like like I don't find him attractive until he speaks. T.I. I love to hear him talk.
No.
Love to hear him
I
talk.
I think he's all right until he opens his mouth, ironically.
Oh no, I love to hear him talk.
Oh my
He cracked
goodness.
me the hell
You
up.
know, I like the rhythm, like the cadence of his speaking,
Mm.
but the substance of the shit that comes out of his mouth, I
Oh
can't.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't.
Read the dictionary or something. Just talk. Mm.
Shout
Uh,
out to Southern Keith Murray.
The most beautifulest thing in this world, I get in
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So I mean, like I tell people up front, who I'm
you.
checking
Beautiful
for.
niggas is comical.
So
Sorry.
it's not going to be a surprise to anyone because, like I said, there's a short list.
Yeah, my list isn't long. I don't know. I'm
And Daryl Hall, by the way, can steal.
Daryl
Daryl Hall.
Hall.
I love him. I love him.
Yeah, but okay. Although you
Oh,
know who could have got it back in the day, old dude from the Bee Gees.
which one? Michael McDonald.
Oh girl, all he would have to do is sing. Him too, but the one that everybody liked with the hair.
Oh, with the long hair.
Yeah, and I don't even like
Yeah,
dudes with long hair, but
yeah. He didn't do it for me,
oh
but
no,
I
he
mean,
he had
but
a
I love
thing.
me. Ooh, but I love me some Bee Gees though. Taking it
He,
to the streets. But um,
he had a
but
thing.
yeah,
That
no,
walking dude. Oof.
Daryl Hall, and that smooth. Like all he have to do is just give me a couple of notes, and
The panties just hit the floor.
panties just fall. Like, I don't know what happened. I had them on a minute ago. I
Ooh,
don't know.
there goes my
Yeah,
shirt. On my leg.
right.
Oh, man.
Absolutely. So, Magic, you haven't given us your list.
There's a thing every episode where I just like check out for 6 minutes and
Yep,
let y'all
yep,
have
yep,
it.
yep, yep. Like, well, we'll let y'all have that.
I was so spaced out. Rosario Dawson,
Okay.
Gianna Michaels,
No, know who that is.
porn star. I'm an adult when it comes to who I want to fuck. Uh,
And we're not. Are you trying to suggest?
yeah, goofy. I just want to listen to him talk. Fuck out of here. We're talking about people we want to fuck. Um, I
No, I'm
still
saying
have it
that
for
that would
Rosie
get it going.
Perez,
Okay.
Glamazon Tayomi,
Glamazon.
Ebony A's.
Mm. I always thought that was pronounced eyes. I don't know why.
Mm. I don't know. I'm sure there's some 20-year-old rapper with that name by now. I don't know. I can't. Oh, the woman I'm with. Hey.
Yeah, you might want to say that.
She's cool.
She's not famous, so she doesn't count in this particular discussion.
In this bedroom. Nah. Anyway. I don't know. I can't think of anybody else. I don't get starstruck like that.
Yeah, I don't get starstruck like that either, but
Yeah, not really.
Oh, Raw Digger, since everyone else is like, fuck that. Rage. Who's
what about
left?
what's her name?
Soleil, if she's still around.
She is. She married what's her name?
Genuine.
Yeah, I
And I
mean
know
she
her
did.
better than him, but anyway.
She did marry him, but she also they're divorced now and she
I didn't know
remarried
that.
Professor Griff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm certain I fuck
interesting.
better than him.
How can
Oh,
you be
she's
certain?
pretty.
But okay.
Well, I'm gonna say
Um,
Tayomi. She's pretty.
Yeah, she is.
you
I
have a
actually met
long
her
list,
at, whatchamacallit, Exotica last year, but I wasn't going to go overboard with it.
yeah, you have a long list.
She takes great
But
pictures.
This was off the top of the head. If I actually thought we could probably go all night.
yeah, Rosario Dawson. Um, yeah, well,
She
she
got thick
broke
for
up
light
with him
skinned
now.
dudes.
Yeah, but she was with old boy, and he would have been on my list a few years ago, but he's since moved off of it.
Oh,
Cory Booker.
Ah,
um,
he gay.
why you wanna play
Okay.
games on me?
I don't know that he's gay, but he got some feminine
I,
mannerisms.
okay. I mean, a lot of y'all
He's
got feminine mannerisms that y'all don't think about, but what
sus.
else?
We ain't gonna go with y'all, but yeah, a lot of people do.
Sus.
No, I'm gonna go with y'all
Okay.
because a lot of y'all do, and but y'all kill me with that. Um, but anyway, um, yeah, I don't know. I just, like I said, the way to my heart, the way to my,
Vagina.
I was gonna be nicer about it
I
and
use
say
the technical term.
I was gonna say my libido is yeah, 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 the smart dudes
That
and
thing.
or the singing or be Alonzo Mourning in general. Yeah, do that.
Off topic, just because you're willing to get naked on the internet does not mean you need an OnlyFans. But keep going.
Okay.
Some of you OnlyFans need to be only in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Only in the privacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
OnlyFan needs to be singular.
Right. Anywho, Star Search.
you want to do that
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
first or well, let's do that last.
Okay.
Um I was actually going to talk about um weird habits that we have that other people think are weird that we're not willing to give up
Mm,
at this point in our lives.
mm,
Um like my bestie was in town last week. Shout out to my bestie. Hey bestie. Um and we went out to dinner. And it didn't come up this time, but one of our really good friends thinks it's weird that I, as a seasoned individual of 51 years, do not like my food to
Whew.
touch.
Grow up.
And I will never like it. I mean, I'm not going to pitch a fit if it does, but I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
You know, it all goes to the same place, right?
Yes.
Mm.
That doesn't matter. I don't like my food touching. Also, because first of all, I don't eat. Like I'll eat one thing first and then move on to the next thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. Like I don't eat like some of this, some of this, some of this. I eat a little bit, like I'll eat this and then I'll eat this and then I'll eat that. So I don't like my food touching. And people think that's weird.
Do you
And
eat
you're welcome.
salads?
That's different. A salad is one thing. But I don't like when people have, like, let's say I'm having lasagna. I I wouldn't put
Fucking
like
tomato
my
sauce touching the noodles.
exact. I don't know. I don't want the tomato sauce touching my salad. Like I don't want the lasagna touching my salad. Uh-uh. Like that's a no-no.
See,
I've been hungry before. I forgot if it was Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn, whichever one it was. I'll mix up every damn thing on the plate and just eat it.
Okay. And there are a lot of
I'm
people that do that, and cool for you, but I don't like my food touching.
I never really understood the food touching thing. And here's why. Um so like he just brought up, like salads, spaghettis, lasagnas, uh chicken alfredo, whatever, pizza. Um I never understood that. I mean, and I know you're not the only person that I know that has that. I just never really got it. The only thing that I have a problem with is like on my plate. I don't like for um you know how you go over like someone's house like for Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, and then somebody will make a plate for you and they'll
Mm-mm.
go to bring you the plate and they'll put the roll like right near the greens. That's my
Yeah.
only
Hmm.
problem. That's my only issue. Or like anything that's meant to be like dry
Juicy, yeah. You don't want
next
it next to.
to,
Hmm.
yeah, but that's the
Absolutely.
only, yeah. But besides, I never really understood the like food touching thing, because if you were the type of person, and I'm not downing you or anything, I'm just trying to understand. If you were the type of person that, like, let's say, didn't eat other combination foods, and I get it. I'm like, well, it's like a texture thing, whatever, maybe. But most people who don't like their food touching do eat other combination foods. And so I don't,
Because a combination, because you're like, okay, for example, pizza. That's one thing, but I don't want my pizza touching my salad. Salad is a combination thing, but it's one thing. It's one thing. It's not like lettuce and I mean it's all those things, but the salad is the one thing.
yeah, nope.
Right? Mm.
Okay, so like, do you eat like chicken salads, like grilled chicken salads? Do you eat those?
Sandwiches?
Yes, but the sandwich is one thing. A grilled chicken salad is one thing.
But do you
It's
have a problem, like if you have baked chicken on a plate? Do you have a problem with the chicken and the salad touching?
no, not
Okay.
baked chicken. No, not baked chicken.
What about fried? I'm not
It
nitpicking.
depends.
I'm just trying to understand.
No, it would probably depend on the fried chicken, but I probably wouldn't want it touching because I don't like the salad dressing on my fried chicken. If that makes sense. Like I don't want the salad dressing touching it. That
Okay,
annoys me.
so your thing is more you like to enjoy the taste of things separate
Separately, exactly.
or separately.
Hmm.
Okay, that I can kind of get. Okay, I mean, all right.
Yeah. So even at Thanksgiving, like I'll eat my greens first, and then I'll eat my mac and cheese, and then I'll eat something. But I don't. I'm not one of those people who's going to have like a fork full of greens and then a fork full of mac and cheese. No, I don't. I don't do that. I'll eat like all of my greens, and then I'll eat all my mac and cheese, or you know what I mean? Like
You compartmentalize
I
stuff.
compartmentalize.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, I get that. Magic.
Shout out to people that are hungry and have better shit to do than eat. I honestly don't think I have any weird habits.
Hmm.
I have a lot of bad habits. I don't necessarily think I have weird habits.
Yeah, I don't consider drinking weird. The fact that
Well,
I'm looking
again,
at Titty Tuesday posts while reading a podcast or doing a podcast, perfectly normal.
Well, again, I don't think any of my habits are like they're not weird to me. They're weird to other people.
I don't even think I have any habits that are weird to other people.
I'm a generally weird person, but I don't think it's any
Yeah, I think
habits.
I'm just weird in general. Like,
Hmm.
People are
um,
weirded out by my taste in music and it being all over the place.
yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, which irritates me because people are often surprised. Well, and Star knows this. People are often surprised by the type of music I listen to. Um, because I don't know. I guess when you're only supposed to listen to a certain genre of music. I don't know what that's about, but I mean, a good song is a good song to me. I don't care.
I
People
think
are,
that's more of an age thing because me, even as a
Oh no,
kid, I was like, all right, funk, bitch, graduated to hip hop or whatever. But when I was younger, there was no hip hop R&B radio stations. Bless you.
bless you.
thank you.
So the
Um,
only time you were really hearing rap music was like in the middle of the night if you happen to stay up, or they might throw a Jazzy Jeff or the Fresh Prince
no, I
or
mean,
Kid and Play song in the middle of regular pop music. But you had to
no, I
listen
mean,
to
even
everything when I was little. If you listened
yeah,
to the radio,
yeah, that's what I was going to say. Even when I was little, I used to listen to everything. And then, I grew up in Texas, so people are like, "You listen to country music?" Yeah, it's a lot of good country music out there. I grew up in Texas.
there's a few.
I was going to be exposed to country music. Like that's just what that is.
Yeah, I listen to pretty much any and everything. Like,
Any and everything, exactly. If it's a good song, I'll listen to it.
I don't do much deep heavy metal. Um, I don't do uh like deep South blues. Um, but pretty much anything else, I'm for it.
Nope, I'm on all
Opera,
that
Listen,
shit.
country. Um,
listen. At 11 years old, I went to a BB King concert.
I could never get into the blues. I don't know
BB King.
why.
Well, first of all, I wouldn't say dragged. I was taken to the concert because my mother and her friend wanted to go, and they were like, "Hey, come to this concert." I was like, "Okay," because I always go honey hunting. But yeah, BB King and Bobby
Honey,
Blue
honey.
Bland.
Oh, you got to see the two legends.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad I did.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like at this point in my life, like I can say that I saw them in concert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Lucille, by the way.
Oh, Sale.
Wrote a song about it.
Oh, he
When here you go.
listen to that. Yeah. I don't really think I have any particularly weird habits. I will say that um, I do like having OCD like type thing. Like once I hone in onto something, like if I pick up a hobby, um, I become obsessed with that hobby and all things that that hobby entails. So I don't know. Who
You
you
know why
laughing
I'm laughing?
Being an artist.
What is that? Why are you laughing?
'Cause- Who you talking to, girl?
I mean, to the general public, but
because, because you know me. I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So I don't know if that's more, like I said, an OCD ish type thing or weird, whatever.
yeah. I was gonna say,
Become obsessed.
as we speak right now, I'm flipping through about four different sticker books.
Yeah, you're a
So
little
yeah,
more in depth in it with it than mine, but I think your financial situation. If I had a better financial situation, I'd probably be right on that same. Yeah.
yeah. Well, a lot of mine is on sale because I don't pay full price for this stuff.
Oh no.
And that in and of itself is a hobby. Is me getting stuff for like half the price that they want for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that in and of itself is a hobby to me. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, it's
All right.
popping
Well,
with the star search.
let's do Star Search.
Star Search. So there is there are two segments to this Star Search, and I'll make
Uh-oh.
them quick. So
Segments.
met two guys pretty much relatively around the same time. Um, kind of vetting them both, checking them out. One guy, he he seems to be pretty promising. It's been a long time since I've like run across a dude who is like, let me get to know you. And whether it's a guys or not, it's refreshing. Um, and so yeah, that's where we are. He's got a great sense of humor. He's intelligent. He ain't got umpteen kids. He don't wear white dress shoes and don't have dirty ears.
Which is the most important thing, as we found out.
Yep.
um, he's a music lover and has some superb taste in music. And he didn't repel away when we were at the Walgreens, which I'm me. And that's why I try to tell people. I'm like, I don't do the whole thing about wearing a mask because eventually it's going to come out. And especially at my age, it's like if I could have worn a mask in my 20s, it wouldn't have lasted long. At this point, it might last 2 days if I chose to do so, which I don't. So we were
Yeah.
in the Walgreens and Ruby Jackson's Centipede came on. I was like,
Oh Lord.
hey,
Did you give
Wow.
I
did you
was
give him a concert? Because you know.
like, I was in that mug clowning with the hands and everything. And look, he was like, he was cracking up. He was like, you just do not care, do you? I was like, no.
Mm.
He was like, but I love it though. He's like, I'm not mad at you. He's just like, you just don't care. I love it. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. Like people walk around the store looking at me like, the hell is wrong with her? But this
I,
one lady,
I I was gonna say a public service announcement: never go to a store with the two of us
ever,
if you get
ever,
embarrassed easily.
ever. Right. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
Because if there is music over the loudspeaker, we are performing.
Like Walgreens, they crack me up because they every now and then they'll just pull out a jam. You'd be like,
Yep.
hey.
Yep.
But when Centipede came on, like I said, I'm doing the whole little, the movements and everything, and he just laughed and he's cracking up. So, this, people are looking like, what the hell? Keep in mind, we were out on Orchard Lake in Maple.
Oh,
I think it was
yep,
Maple and Orchard Lake. And so like people are
yep.
walking past like, oh, like whatever. Like that almost made it worse. But anyway,
Right, right.
this one lady, one older lady, she's like, hey, and she's like, I forgot about them little movements. And she kind of started doing the whole little centipede thing a little bit too. Not exaggerated as I was, but I was like, hey, lady, get it. Ow. So anyway, so that didn't chase him away. So we're off to a good start. Mm.
I would
So
say so.
I'd say so, yes. Because usually when I break out one of my deemed to be weirdo things, guys be like, okay, this chick, whatever. So, hey, better you find out early. Um, so other dude.
Uh-oh.
So everything was going pretty well, having decent conversations. Met up with him once, like at a Big B coffee or something, and it was pretty cool. Energy was good, everything. I was like, okay, it's been an even longer minute since I had a two for two, a twofer. Um,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
today,
That is
today,
not what she meant.
yeah, you know what I meant. So today, I'm on the phone with him, and I'm on my way to the doctor's office because this little buggy thing has been around for much longer than it should have been. And he's like, "Come in, let me check you out," whatever. So I'm on my way there, and this whole rush of ambulances and fire trucks and police cars come by, and they're loud as shit, and it's warm, so my windows are down. So I was like, hold on, let me let them pass. So then when I let them clear, he says, hey, he says, where are you? And I said such and such and such. And he says, I just heard all that noise right outside of my window. I knew you had to be close. He was like, I know you said you're not sure if you got some kind of bug or something. He was like, so I don't expect for you to get out the car. He was like, but just, drive past and, wave hi. I'll be on the porch. So he gives me his address. And I'm literally 2 blocks away from him. The way the GPS had me go, it came up. He has a corner house. Okay. Very, very nice neighborhood. Okay. All the houses on the block finally manicured and all, just the whole little bit. Right. So I pulled up on the side of his house and I noticed a couple of things. And then I saw him go back in the house for a second. So then I pull up a little bit more, and there's these black gnomes, like these plastic flowers, and like these other like lawn
Lawn
decorations that look
jockeys?
like, huh?
Like lawn
Like lawn
jockeys?
jockeys, like all of,
Oh,
but it was like
nah.
the lawn was full of them. And then there's this freaking sheep in the middle of it, like he was standing guard or some shit. And that whole thing just really tripped me out. I was like, who does this? Like,
Wow.
I'm like, who does this? Who does this? Like, I kept rolling. Like, I was almost afraid.
Yeah.
My friend was on the phone because I had called him and I was like, I don't think anything is gonna happen, but you'll be on the phone. I'm at this address, whatever, whatever. So he was like, did you stop? I was like, hell no, I didn't stop. I was like, he's got all this shit on the lawn. And I was like, and there's a sheep out there. He was like, a sheep? What is a sheep on the lawn for? I said, no, a sheep. Bad. He fell out. I was like, oh my God. So like I waited a few minutes or whatever. And then I saw where he was calling me because I guess he figured I should have been there by now, and I didn't answer. But I kind of like creeped up to where I didn't see him on the porch anymore. So I had like took a picture of the lawn and I sent it to my friend, and he just bust out laughing. He was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get fired." He was like, "Why is all that shit on the lawn?" I was like, "And there is no other house on the block like that, none." He was like, "Well, maybe he lost a bet or something." I was like, "No." I was like, "No."
Wow.
Oh, wow.
No, you're trying to justify the insanity. I was like, no. There's some of that shit out there look like it's probably been out there for about 4 or 5 years. And then there's just this big stuffed sheep in the middle of the lawn. Like, what the hell? But needless to say, he's been marked off the list.
I was going to say, so needless to say, dude 1 is still in the running, but dude 2 has been crossed off.
Yeah.
Due to his
lawn decoration.
Lawn decor.
Fixation. Yeah. I've never understood the gnome thing.
There's black gnomes, jockeys, plastic flowers.
Like I could see 1 or 2, but like some yards have like so many, and I'm like, oh my God, why?
I know his neighbors are pissed. like I know the neighborhood association be
well, clearly there is. Huh? Clearly, there isn't a neighborhood association, or they would have pulled that shit up a long time ago.
Oh my goodness! And like I said, some of that stuff looks like it's been out there for years.
Wow.
Side note, if I ever come to your house to do a job and there's lawn jockeys there, I suddenly do not have the capability to do what you needed me to do.
Ooh, what kind of jobs are you coming to my house to do? I mean, let's start
I work
there.
locally. You on a boat?
I could.
Mm-hmm. It's an acronym for break out another 1,000.
Oh, I was going to get like a little boat to put in the bathtub, but, you didn't specify.
I'm too big to be fucking in a bathtub.
You haven't seen my bathtub. Anyway.
It's getting hot in her.
Yeah. No, it's getting late. That's what the problem is. It is getting late.
We can wrap this up.
You still here, girl? Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Who the fuck ever said it's getting late? Why are you still? I guess if you already came, but I don't know. Anyway, if you like the show, tell a friend. I'm assuming it's a song. You were singing it. Oh. If you like this show, tell a friend, tell a foe, tell a hoe, tell all the hoes. And if you don't, tell everybody you know. It's the Threesome Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, the Threesome Pod on Twitter. I'm not Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock. I smack people on the spot. Come in here talking crazy if you want to.
Me too.
Spread the word, people. We need listeners. Help us out.
Also, listen to Ready for the World, because, tonight is a classic. Don't listen to him.
I didn't say it wasn't a classic. I was like, who does that?
That song sounds corny, though, right about now.
Well, Ready for the World. Well, never mind.
With the curls.
Jericho.
Yeah. Well, Flintstone, although Troop had some. Anyway, I digress.
Spread my wings?
No. I mean, Spread My Wings was nice, but
yeah, but they did that video for I'm Not Soup, and I'm telling you, I know they had to keep wiping off the lenses.
Okay. But all I do is think of you. Forever.
That's a joint.
So that's all I'm saying. But anyway, I gotta go walk the dog, and it's late.